Hey guys, so I'm sorry that it's really late, but I'm here with my November reading wrap up. I think part of the reason that I've been a little bit lazy in making this video is that I genuinely didn't read an awful lot in November. I read 2 books and one of them I didn't finish. I read both of them on my Kindle, so I don't have it really to hand to show you. Well, I can try, bear with. So the first book that I started reading in November was Gone with the Wind. We started it on the 1st of November for the Gone with the Wind buddy read. It's on my Kindle, so I'm not going to show you. But we started it and we have sort of been reading set chapters per week. And it's going very well. It's still ongoing because it's such a huge book, guys, and I know a few people have like stormed ahead or want to storm ahead because they're finding it very fast read. I am not finding it the fastest read. I'm 70% of the way through the book now, and I'm enjoying it more than what I was at the beginning, but I just don't find it easy to sit down and read for hours and hours and hours. Like, I don't know what it is. It doesn't completely absorb me to the point where I want to sit down of an evening and just read. But I am, you know, slowly but surely I'm getting there. Like, I like to read, if I can, a chapter of it a day. You know, like basically on my commute to and from work is when I basically am reading it. And I was very good. I was making lots of progress. I slowed down a little bit now, I think, as well, even more so, because I wanted to read other things. So I paused it to read A Veil of Vines by Tilly Cole, and I took part in the blog tour for that, and I'm just about to go onto my blog now and upload an excerpt from A Veil of Vines. So if you're interested or you love Tilly Cole, because you know I talk about Tilly Cole all the time, I am going to be putting up an excerpt on my blog from A Veil of Vines if you are interested in checking out that. It'll be up, basically, I think as this video goes up, it will be up shortly. And I love that. You guys know I love Tilly Cole, and Tilly Cole's books are interesting because they normally have sort of a dark theme to them, or they have, you know, they're not what I would call run-of-the-mill romances. Like her Hades Hangman, if I can get my words out. You can tell it's late on Friday. Her Hades Hangman, you know, has themes of religious cults and motorcycle gangs, you know, and then she has her sort of Russian, I think it's Russian, underground fighting rings with the, oh, what's it called? I can't think of the name of the series, but the book is called, like, Savage and Rage. I've got a copy. Scarred Souls. The Scarred Souls series, I think. Raise and Reap and Savage, I think. So, you know, and so they're and even her new adult books have sort of gang themes in them, anorexia, just to name 2, like, from her new adult, you know, books. So she normally tackles quite dark subjects, but this one was quite different. I mean, it still had, like, it was like based around Italian families, and you know that have moved to like the US, and then she has to move back because her family have arranged like a business marriage for her, but she ends up falling for like this simple winemaker, and it was a lot sweeter than the other books I've read from her. But I absolutely loved it. I absolutely fell in love with it. The way she writes, guys, I just fall in love with her characters. I just love them. And even when you're like, how's this going to have a happy ending? Like, she just pulls it out of the bag. And, oh my God, she just writes romance in a way that I love. And romance is one of those things where people don't always love romance in their books, but seriously, you have to read Tilly Cole. I absolutely love her, and A Veil of Vines was fantastic. I gave it 5 out of 5. So like I say, I only actually finished one book in November, and that was A Veil of Vines, and that's only because I put Gone with the Wind on hold to read it, and I would put anything on hold to read a Tilly Cole book, but like I say, I am getting towards the end of Gone with the Wind now. I am 70% of the way through, so I am pushing there. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it this month, purely because it's December. I want to be reading some Christmas themed books if I can. Like, I'd really like to read the Christmasaurus. So it's a time of the year when things get busy, and I would like to sort of maybe reading lighter, fluffier reads if I can. I don't want to completely stop Gone with the Wind because I'm worried that I won't ever pick it up again. But I don't want, it sounds bad, but I don't want the pressure of it at the moment because it's December, things are nuts. So yeah, but that's really all I read in November, guys. So I'll speak to you all soon and have a good weekend.